Hi, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, recording this Wednesday, December the 27th. The Arctic Hammer is here, and it's just, the Arctic Hammer is doing this. This weekend, it's that. Almost broke my coffee mug. You've entered the no hype zone. Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my voice here. As we told you, the big story is going to be the cold air. I mean, I don't think we're going to get above freezing today. We did, I think, right after midnight, but most of today is below freezing. Then we got another big batch of cold air coming this weekend, and now what's happened, and I mentioned this possibility where maybe it's somewhere in between. The GFS has backed way off on the snow totals that it was showing, and the European, which showed maybe some spotty amounts here and there, maybe western Arkansas, now shows a little bit more widespread, but it's light and matches up. At least the newest run matches up with what we are seeing with the GFS. It's not a storm, but yeah, now both are showing light amounts of some snow and some wintry weather coming up on New Year's Eve. So if you have travel plans, you want to pay attention to this. Now, here's my disclaimer. It's Wednesday. This is a forecast for Sunday. So things are never guaranteed in weather until after it happens, especially when you're talking about something, 4 or 5 days away. But since this is New Year's Eve, many people are traveling, you need to know. And since we have some sort of agreement with the latest runs of the GFS and European, let's get into the details. All right. And I'm going to use stuff from, this is from WSI, and this is the GFS, and it has been consistent, but it's just not as heavy as it was. I mean, it was just plastering us with snow. Several runs, 1, 2, 3 days ago, it was showing 10 inches of snow in some spots. Now it's much lighter and more reasonable, and it's cold. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this was the extreme cold. No matter how you slice and dice it, it's going to be cold. The question was, how cold is it going to get? I mean, this is a powerful area of Arctic high pressure coming out. This is 12Z Sunday morning, which is 6 a.m. Zulu time, UTC time. And you see this gray area. Wherever you see this gray, that's showing you the amount of liquid over the previous 6 hours. So it's on the lower end of the chart, but remember, and this right here, that's the 540 line. So you're looking at a wintry mix across the state here, not just snow. You're also probably looking at maybe some sleet, maybe some rain across southern Arkansas. And then the cold air gets a little stronger, a little deeper. So it's especially that northern half of the state. And then you're talking about maybe an area of some light icing and then some rain the further south you go. But you see that blue line, the 540 line, again, this is the GFS, and this is going to change on every model run and between the different models, especially between now and Sunday. But that blue line usually represents the division between rain, or not rain, but snow and something else. And you see that's draped, it can be, the line can be further south than that. You're basically looking at the northern half of the state according to the GFS. This is between 6 a.m. and noon on New Year's Eve. And then it starts to wind down by the afternoon, evening, and moves off towards the east. And this is just, you see these black lines, those are isobars, lines of equal barometric pressure. And see how tightly packed they are? That's a gradient in the pressure, and that produces strong winds. And you're looking at northeasterly winds here that are going to be strong, reducing wind chills. I fully expect a wind chill advisory to be issued for northern Arkansas, and these are by far the coldest temperatures so far this season. I'm going to get to the temperatures in just a little bit. Pipe busting, may not get above freezing for a few days. That's on the table. That's possible here. And this is Monday morning, the 1st, New Year's Day. Cold. I mean, just nasty cold. And it just stays with us. Let me see if I got, here's the European, the new European. So it shows this coming in, and it's more, maybe some, it's going to be an Arkansas slushy. Very light, just like the GFS. It's got the 540 line a little bit further towards the north. So you're talking about not just snow, but maybe some other wintry types of precipitation, sleet, maybe some rain far south. Those details and the placement of those are going to have to be fine-tuned, and they're going to waver with every model run. So this is at noon Sunday, and you see that 540 line is a little bit further towards the south, so you're talking about maybe some, remember this is over the previous 6 hours, all those precipitation fields, all those areas of gray, very light. Again, very strong area of high pressure coming down the east side of the Rockies. You see how it's banked up against the Continental Divide and the east slopes of the Rockies. That cold air does not pour over the Continental Divide. It's very shallow, very dense, and then that moves away. And again, very cold, windy, wind chill advisories would most likely be issued. Now, here's one other thing I want to show you. This is, again, that 500 millibar pattern I showed you in previous blog posts. about 20,000 feet up. This is for Tuesday. Do you see this right here? That's a very strong area of low pressure aloft. Now, I find it very difficult to believe that would not produce something. I would expect, especially with the Arctic air in place, any amounts of moisture to be squeezed out of the atmosphere. And yet, let's go to Tuesday. Did I just bypass? I just bypassed Tuesday. Nothing. I would expect something to show up right here. So I don't think that the forecast for Tuesday even needs to be watched, even though the model's not showing anything. All right, so let's see how much snow. I'm going to go and use the website eurowx.com. So, I could have showed ice too. This is snow, by the way, by Monday morning. And again, light. That's the thing. And that's what the European has been showing this from time to time. And the GFS has been going bonkers, off the charts crazy. You look at this, don't take it to the bank. This won't verify exactly, but you can see the scale, very low. You're looking at 1 inch or less. There's some pockets of a little bit more than 1 inch. But generally, and I think I got a telestrator in here, you see a nice little area like this of some light snow. Run total ice. Yep, as I thought. Let me go. This is mainly between, again, this is just one model run. This is mainly between midnight Sunday morning and 6 a.m. Sunday. You can see it's putting out some light amounts of ice, very light, only 0.04 of an inch. But let me tell you, 0.04 of an inch of ice can cause problems. Just a model run, not a forecast. Got to stress that. Just a model run and not a forecast. Now let's talk about the temperatures, because I said this is going to be pipe busting cold. I have little doubt in my mind that this is going to be pipe busting cold, and the temperatures we're going to use weatherbell.com. This is the newest run of the GFS, and this is Saturday 27 to 34, but look at Sunday 21 to 24. Now this is off of the extreme levels that the GFS had just over the past few days. I mean, it had lows around 0, which a lot of us were like, okay, GFS, go home, you're drunk. This is more realistic of what the European was showing. So 21 to 24 on Sunday, 15 to 25 on Monday, 13 to 31 Tuesday, then up to 41 on Wednesday. I question that. But anyway, just look at this. There's at least 3 days, 72 hours of temperatures at or below freezing. That's pipe busting. Here's the European from weatherbell.com. I have to take the numbers off and put them on my own graphic. You're not allowed to show those charts, but these are the 2 meter temperatures. Look at Sunday. Saturday's a little bit milder, but Sunday, it says, I think the high was, the afternoon high, it say at 27 most of the days, basically what it's saying, but it was at, I think if I remember correctly, the European had it right around freezing to 35 right after midnight, then the temperatures fell. So 16 to 26 on Monday, 16 to 26 again on Tuesday, and around 19, I messed that up. That's not right. That was, I'm sorry, I think that was 27. I did not put in the right number. That should be 27. But again, just like the GFS, you get the point that you're looking at an extended period, a very long time of at or below freezing temperatures coming up next week. So pets, pipes, and people, coats for kids and adults, hangers, please take them. There are going to be Arkansans who need them. So let me summarize here. I do think that, and I'm very confident that, obviously the cold's here, and we're going to get an even stronger hit of the Arctic hammer coming up this weekend. The snow chances are there, and maybe even a little bit of ice. This is mainly for late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, tapering off by Sunday afternoon. High impact forecast because of the travel for New Year's Eve, but then again, it's Sunday, so there's not much travel. But those who are, you need to pay attention to this forecast. Any light amounts of precipitation can cause travel problems. One model run does not make a forecast. So there's so many different things that I want to make sure that I'm crystal clear about, that this is not set in stone, this forecast, but there is some agreement between the GFS and the European computer model for Saturday night into Sunday morning that there could be some light amounts of wintry weather across the state that could cause travel problems. I think that the ground, the surface temperature will be plenty cold enough for anything to accumulate. Then, as we head towards Tuesday, I am suspicious that if that 500 millibar low is that strong, something somewhere is going to pop up, especially it looked like further south, but it's there. And it's something that needs to be watched. And we'll do that in the No Hype Zone, Channel 7, KTV.com, the Arkansas Weather Blog. We'll keep you updated. The big weather story is going to be the cold. It's really coming hard this weekend and the next week. Below freezing temperatures for 72 hours on the table, very possible. And I expect wind chill advisories to be issued Sunday and possibly even on Monday, because I think wind chill values are going to go to 0 or below, maybe 5 or 10 below across northern Arkansas by the beginning of next week. Have a great one, everybody.